Welcome to the box seat, previewing 9 races on Wednesday the 24th of March 2021. The rail is 16 metres with a cutaway. The track a good 4, the weather conditions ideal for midweek racing. Morley Growers Market Handicap is race number 1 for the 3-year-olds, and we're going to watch the 3rd placing first up of Divine Pair.
Them about to let down, and then 2 lengths big screen type 1 getting through near the inside. Sassy Trader hit the front, 200 left to go with our boy Dylan in pursuit. Further back, Divine Pair is making ground rapidly. Sassy Trader, our boy Dylan, Divine Pair running on the outside. Our boy Dylan, Sassy Trader, they split it. Our boy Dylan just.
Our boy Dylan, Sassy Trader, Divine Pair. It's good Saturday quality form. Dropping back into a midweeker, I do think that this 3-year-old gets his opportunity to break his maiden in the small select field. He should be able to park midfield from the draw, and with the cutaway rail in play, these horses should all get their chance as they fan for home. So with the weight swing on top of Savage One, I'm going with number 3 here in Divine Pair. To defeat Savage One, who was the same horse in replay there that was fading badly in the home straight after doing a lot of work to cross in the early stages. Number 4, How's the Serenity, a very impressive 1,000-metre Pinjarra trial winner, with Willie Pike looking for his first winner back in the West in the saddle. And number 2, Strike, a horse we don't know a lot about over here in the West. He's raced in Sydney, he's raced in Queensland. He makes his WA debut from the inside gate for Sean McGrady and Team Gangemi. My numbers in race number 1, 3, 1, 4 and 2. Race number 2 is the Glenroy Chaff Plate for the 2-year-olds, the first of these split 1,100 metre 2-year-old events. We're going to do something we don't normally do, and that's watch a short, sharp 400 metre jump out. This is Flying Missile.
Vacant barrier. Flying Missile absolutely flew out and leads from Written Exceed and going quickly. Spin the Knife on the inside. They get away from Heart Trader and Black Sovereign. Victory Vixen second last, and last of all is at the tail of the field Capital Flight, but it's Flying Missile on the outside. The inside, Spin the Knife, they go together. Spin the Knife, Flying Missile. Spin the Knife just in front of Flying Missile, and Spin the Knife beat Flying Missile. Third in is Written Exceed.
Flying Missile and Spin the Knife paired off at the end of that 400 metre jump out. Spin the Knife goes to the Karrakatta Plate next weekend, and we get to see Flying Missile here in a midweeker. She has form alongside Policier, form alongside Pixie Chicks. It's definitely good enough to be winning this. In fact, I'm going to mark her down as one of the best bets on the program. She likely goes around second favourite in early markets because I think that with William Pike on, the market will side with Secret Lair. But I'm expecting a lot of money for this filly. Jump, run, lead throughout. For me, it's number 6 in Flying Missile. Number 1, Secret Lair, who's done nothing wrong at 2 starts in. The horse that beat him home last start, He's Gold, went to the Perth Stakes on the weekend and was victorious. Number 8, Clement, not quite sure if that's how we say this filly's name, but that's the way we're going at least here for her debut run. She's drawn a wide gate, she's likely to get back, but I loved both of her trials. To round out the first 4, number 3, Elite Fighter, who should get a lovely run up along the cutaway. But I think it's jump and run and win for number 6, Flying Missile. My numbers 6, 1, 8 and 3. Race number 3, the Tabtouch Plate, the second edition of the 2-year-olds over 1,100 metres. We're going to watch the debut performance of Almahar Man.
Sing into the home straight though, and He's Gold races 2.5 in front. He led him down, he showed a turn of acceleration. The stablemate in pursuit, Diamond Blue and Secret Lair, but it's He's Gold at the 125 clear from Diamond Blue. Secret Lair, Almahar Man on the inside, but He's Gold is going to run out the 1200 strongly. He's Gold too good, one from a photo between Almahar Man.
Really good effort there, tracking up in behind them. Was able to sit leaders back behind He's Gold. He then finished second, and the third horse, Diamond Blue, the stablemate of He's Gold. Well, that form does speak for itself. He's Gold is now a winner of a Perth Stakes. Diamond Blue is placed in a Perth Stakes. This horse split them last start and drops back to midweek grade. He's drawn a bit of a tricky alley here, but if he can overcome it, he's definitely a winning chance here, Almahar Man. I did side with a debutante called Electric Rose, who comes out of a 2-year-old trial where she sat 3 wide the trip, no cover. She had the blinkers on, like she wears on race day. She's also drawn a sticky alley, but I thought she was a winning chance here, and I put her on top on debut number 9, Electric Rose. From the replay horse, number 1, Almahar Man. Number 3, Ain't No Other Man, who was a really nice 400 metre jump out and had no luck on debut. And then number 7, Awesome Rival, who I thought might be a blowout chance. That run a lot better than what it looks on paper, as we saw there in replay. My numbers in race number 3, 9, 1, 3 and 7. Race number 4, Crown Towers Maiden, a very thin little maiden here with not a lot of form to work with. One of the horses we have seen previously was first up when he ran 5th, and his name, Famous Journey.
Second, Amber's Chant is third. Glass off the newcomer looking for an inside run. Blazing Passion looking to get around heels. And Scorpion Storms to the outside, but it's Tiffs who led them at the 175 from Wonderkind. Blazing Passion putting its mind on the task now. Further back is Scorpion Storms. It's Tiffs fighting Blazing Passion. Coming again, Blazing Passion. Blazing Passion just...
I thought, considering he got back over the 1,000 metres, that Famous Journey was doing his best work late and through the line. He should be only better suited second up at 1200. He's drawn an ideal gate where he can park just in behind the speed. And again, with the cutaway rail in play at Ascot, when the horses spread for home, he should get a lovely run through them, Jason Brown. And he really does get his chance here, Famous Journey. I'm going to tip, however, on top with Let's Cut Loose. Now, a filly of Simon Miller's that we don't know a lot about. She only had one public appearance, one public race start, should I say, where she was fairly luckless but hard in the market. Her recent trial was strong. She had no blinkers on in the trial. Blinkers on race day, William Pike on race day. A couple of flashing lights there for Simon Miller's filly. Putting her on top, number 7, from 3 in Missile, who at the most recent trial was an emphatic victor. The replay horse, Famous Journey, in for third, ahead of number 4, the Fibonacci, who's double nominated Wednesday and Thursday, so may not run. My numbers in race number 4, 7, 3, 5 and 4. Race number 5 is the Amelia Park Lodge Handicap, a Class 3 over 1,200 metres. We're going back to the trials and we're watching the all-the-way trial victory of Carabiner.
Second last is Gifted Warrior, and 2 lengths away last is Corralita. In the straight they run. Fair Tory's got the lead. The outside is Carboneer coming at it strongly, and then came McKeedith, starting to work clear as Alma Halo putting in a run, and down the outside Notorious One, who's very green over the final stages, and Zala is coming down the outside. Racing up is McKeedith though. It's McKeedith after Carboneer. Carboneer just in front of McKeedith. Carboneer beat McKeedith and running on.
Good strong trial, I thought, under junior rider Tyler Becker, who's yet to have a race ride. The second horse, McKeedith, we'll get to see later on in the program at Ascot, so make sure you re-watch that replay later on when doing your form. But I think here Carabiner might sneak under the guard, and we might well get each way about this horse. He's a first-up winner last campaign. He's a first-up winner the campaign before. So he definitely goes well fresh. He's drawn a nice gate to get a lovely run in behind them. And in a race that looks fairly evenly graded on paper, I thought at around somewhere between a $6 and $7 quote, I'd be happy enough to go each way here with Carabiner first up for Paul Jordan and the Boy Hill. Number 2, Bo Zoom. Interesting campaign this. Last Saturday, first up, no trial. 4 days later, he could be up on the backup on Wednesday. If he does start, he probably goes around favourite and is hard to beat. Number 5, Classic Magnus, a filly of Lindsay Smith's who didn't fire a solitary shot first up. In fact, she was officially beaten 16 lengths. She's much better than that, and Willie Pike jumps back aboard. Number 10, Trade Prize, maybe one that's, again, like Carabiner, gets under the guard of the market and may well open up a bigger price than what he should be. My numbers in race number 5, 3, 2, 5 and 10. Race number 6 is the Western Race Picks Handicap over 1,000 metres. We're going to watch the 4th placing effort of City Circle, but also watch for later on Holy Ghost down the outside.
Straight now, Crandon straightened up in front. Mood Swings the first to claim it down the outside. Here comes Riverbow. Riverbow, Mood Swings have now gone up and grabbed the lead from Cramden. Whiting went to work on Riverbow. Inside the 75, Riverbow gets the upper hand over Mood Swings. Cramden, it's Riverbow. Riverbow too good for Mood Swings. Cramden ran
Pretty impressive effort that in a Saturday 66 plus. To put things into perspective, the horses in front of City Circle, Riverbow, who looks destined for 72 plus victory, Mood Swings, who looks like a 72 plus horse, and the very speedy, very consistent Saturday horse in Cramden. I'm going to tip into City Circle here, back into a midweeker. Really do think she gets her chance here under Chris Parnham. For me, it looks like a big day for Neville Parnham on paper. This is another big winning chance of his. Number 8 on top, City Circle. Number 9, McEdith, first start new stable, formerly with Team Ganjemi, now with Steph Bakranich. Like that trial, behind Carabinier, who we previewed in the last race just gone at Ascot, so hopefully that makes the trial form look good. Number 5, Fiery Water, who ran second in a Pinjarra trial but was definitely charging through the line. And the top weight, Danny George, who is building into the campaign but hasn't won for quite a while now. My numbers in race number 6 are 8, 9, 5 and 1. Race number 7 is the All Flag Signs and Banners Handicap over a mile. And Jared Noski, please look away now. Karanis gets beaten by a nostril.
They set sail for home into the straight by the 300. Karanis had raced well clear. It's Karanis in full flight by 3 Lil Red Bikini. Here comes No Apology winding up. A rails run comes for You Long Earth. Karanis with 100 left to go. Still 2 in front. No Apology is hauling it in. Karanis is stopping. No Apology is lunging. Got a dive right on the post.
So close there to giving Jared Noski his first winner as a trainer. But Karanis was nailed on the post by a pretty talented horse in No Apology. He backs up off 7 days. He should find the front again with no weight. He has to be in the mix in what does look a pretty deep Class 3. I'm siding with a mare who won here at Ascot over this trip a mile 2 starts ago. Her name is Daring Soleil, and from the inside draw she probably is 3 back the fence. Now normally in racing that's a very awkward position, but with the cutaway rail she gets her opportunity to scythe her way through the field, and she seems to really appreciate being ridden like that. Saved up for 1 short sharp sprint at them. Each way in race number 7 I go 5 Daring Soleil. Number 8 Scintillating, who drops back in grade. It's an old Neville Parnham trick. These older horses, they start to build into their campaign, they drop back a cog in grade and they're ready to go. Number 6 Karanis, who will no doubt lead for a long way. And the ever consistent but very frustrating number 9 Street Fair, with Willie Pike picking up the ride. My numbers in race number 7, 5, 8, 6 and 9. Race number 8 is the Iron Jack Handicap at 1200 metres. First start for Michael Grantham, first victory in his life. This is the very impressive maiden win of Captain Chaos.
To the outside being put into the race, Captain Chaos coming out after the leaders. A further 2 or 3 behind them, The Verdict and Astro Warrior. Captain Chaos reaches the lead narrowly. From on the inside, Oceanic Rider. They come to the 100 and Captain Chaos now puts away Oceanic Rider, extends impressively and is pulling away with a sharp win first up for the Grantham yard. Captain Chaos 2.
Showed a lot of ability, Captain Chaos, with a previous yard, formerly with Trevor Roach, who is doing it very tough. So our thoughts are with him, but I'm sure he would have been buoyed by the fact that his former galloper, Captain Chaos, was able to burst onto the scene first up for the new yard. Michael Grantham's got his hands on a nice horse here. He goes from a maiden into a Class 3, which isn't easy to do, and I think he runs into a fairly talented horse here in number 2, Holy Ghost. The last 2 runs have been super. Flashing light run behind Amacinus. It's our boy Dylan form, it's She's Enchanted form. We saw the replay earlier on when we previewed City Circle, the form behind Riverbow, behind Mood Swings, behind Cramden. Back into a midweeker, drawn an inside gate, cutaway rail on offer if necessary. Number 2, one of the better bets for me. It's Holy Ghost on top in race 8. From 5, Captain Chaos, no doubt, has a lot of upside, this horse. Number 8, Power and Passion, a Maddie if they're running on. And number 3, In Noble Reflection, a quiet trial, a bit of a horse who is hit and miss, but his best definitely good enough. My numbers in race number 8, 2, 5, 8 and 3. Race number 9, the Schweppes Handicap, a Class 1 2200, a real head scratcher to finish the meeting. Good luck punters. We're going to look at the last start maiden victory of Cressy.
Rowan Tunis, El Vista on the outside of Jolly Odd. They've got the race between them for the moment. At the 250, 3 lengths to Cressy. It's starting to pick up now, finishing full of running. El Vista, Jolly Odd, 3/4 of a length away is Cressy, but Cressy's got them. And at the 100, Cressy surges to the lead. It's Cressy drawing away. Pricked its ears up, relishing the 2000 Cressy, and won it well from Jolly Odd, who
really dominant in the finish there, Cressy, pulling away from rivals. This horse, when last in work as a 3-year-old, flashed a lot of potential and a lot of ability, but just did way too much wrong in his runs. Peter Hall seems to be the key, riding him really well, and he's a definite chance in what is a wide open way to finish the Ascot 9-race program. My on-top selection backs up off 7 days. He comes from a 7-day stable in Justin Warwick, and he was beaten a nose last week, and his name is Frequent Fryer. Should be able to get a lovely run midfield with cover, and he's as good a chance as any of these, but if you are having a quaddie, make sure you take 7, 8, 9 or all of them. I'm going in the last with Frequent Fryer number 6. From 4, Go It Alone, an interesting horse here, only his 3rd start in his life, backing up off 7 days. Number 2, Crezzy, a very impressive maiden winner. This is harder, but not a lot harder. And number 9, Next Best, Warsidium, a lightly raced 3-year-old. My numbers in the Get Out Stakes, 6, 4, 2 and 9. Best bets at Ascot on the Wednesday 9-race program. I'm going with a pair of Neville Parnham horses. Race 2, number 6, Flying Missile to lead all the way, and race 8, number 2, Holy Ghost. Saturday's meeting is the WA Oaks. Next weekend, the Karrakatta Plate. The weekend after, the WATC Derby. Make sure you get all your tickets for those premium events at perthracing.com.au.